Hello guys, I'm getting a lot of Randonautica videos lately, so today we want to take a look at some really mysterious ones. Please leave a like and a comment, and now let's buckle up and stay frosty. Before we dive into today's video, I want to give you a quick introduction about Randonautica and what it actually is. The app is blowing up lately, with creepy and terrifying finds that are being discovered all over the world. Randonautica is an app that encourages you to get out and explore local areas in which you normally would not spend a lot of time in. The app will give you a randomized set of coordinates and asks you to go out with a purpose in mind. It's pretty common for users to give the app an emotion, like joy or fear, but even more dark words are popular, death just being one of them. The app is said to open a window to a different universe and dimension and will help you find something unexpected or the answer to something that's been bugging you. So these young people venture out into the unknown, film what they can capture and upload it to their TikTok in order to let the world know about what they have encountered. And with that said, let's jump right into our first clip tonight. The following clip was recorded by user S.Dons. He was using the app with a couple of his friends, and it appeared that Randonautica decided them to go to an abandoned mountain town, of which they had never heard before or been in, and it was abandoned alright, and quite a bit creepy, especially after the sun had set. Let's take a look.
Okay, so this randonauting app just brought us to this creepy town, and honestly when we saw this we should have turned around and left. We continued up the mountain though, and there's always abandoned cars and nobody around. At this point we're definitely trespassing. We couldn't even really turn around at this point because the road was so narrow and it was such a steep drop off on the other side. We were kind of intrigued at how creepy this was, even though it was getting dark really quick, and next thing we know the sun had gone down and the moon came out, giving it just more of a creepy vibe. But we had the pin pulled up, we were so close to it, and this happened. I don't know how to explain this. And a random rock falls. I think that was a sign that we should leave. But we kept going.
That's certainly a dangerous coincidence, but nothing out of the ordinary in an area like that, right? Just imagine somebody would have gotten hit by that though. But then they peeked into one of the abandoned sheds and saw something that terrified them so much that they decided to make it out of there. They stated that they could see a sinister face looking upwards. Can you see it too? Maybe it was just a mask of some sorts, or something completely different. What a terrifying trip. The next couple of videos were uploaded by MattHall36, and it all started with a randonaut trip into the woods, where he came across an abandoned car wreck. Not really being a believer in anything paranormal or strange for that matter, he didn't think anything of it, but he might have taken something home with him that day. Let's take a look.
So we're on the ATV and let's go see where it takes us.
And now, listen closely.
This is weird. There's a car just chilling in the woods. How did they even get in here though? Like, there's trees everywhere. There's no way a car could get in here. This car looks super old. What's that? Holy sh**.
Besides an eerie weird scream, people say they hear a little girl asking for help. How is that possible though? Has the app led him to a gateway into another realm maybe? Or was it just a friend? But it gets way stranger after he returned home that night.
What's that? Holy sh**.
Hey guys, if you wish to support me to enjoy many more videos, please consider becoming a member and joining my channel. You'll get custom emojis for my live streams and other exciting perks. And a big shout out to my Frosty Royals, Frank B, Megan Noel, Creepy Raven, Matt Maddie, Jules XO, Daniel Krongert, Scaloma Paloma, Steve McMahon, Secret Divas, Frosty Goddess Audrey, Adriana Nicole, Missy Ray, Aideen the Slav, Kaidai, Masked Doll, Porimar Jam, Joey Spagnoletti. For better or for worse, he decided to return to the scene at a later date, and in the evening for whatever reason. And he tried to contact again, what seemed to ask for help that day. And this is when something maybe attached itself to him.
There's like children's toys, like all broken, like, alright, that's creepy. This is the middle of the woods, there should be nothing here, I'm so confused. Alright, other than the shirt and like the toys and stuff, there's nothing else here. I walked like all around the car, but I don't see anything else. It's all that's here. Is there anybody here? Guys, I think I just heard something. I'm starting to get creeped out here. It's getting dark out, so I wanted to try randonauting again, but on my last video, a lot of people told me that I had to set an intention before I went. So before I got my location this time, I set my intention as to find answers about the car in my last video. It literally gave me a location on the same trail as the car. On maps, the location is just like a little bit further down the trail than where the car is, so I'm gonna go check it out.
This area turned out to be no different. A lot of stuff was lying around by people that might have lived there for some time, or maybe just some wanderers. But Matt got the idea that things just didn't seem right. Why would the app bring him to the same exact location almost? Could all be a coincidence, of course. But after getting home this particular night, they came up with a foolish idea.
So me and my girlfriend were messing around with the Ouija board. It spelled out the word car, and I instantly thought about my Randonaut videos. We stopped playing after that because it kind of started to freak us out a little bit. Our fingers are barely on it. It literally just spelled out car.
I'm not doing this anymore.
So, by starting a Ouija session, Matt and his girlfriend had just opened the door to the paranormal realm, inviting anything into their home. Maybe not the smartest idea. And guess what? Something might have entered their place.
Later that night at around like 4 a.m., I got woken up by something really, really loud in the next room. It is literally like 4 a.m. And I just got woken up by the loudest, like, crashing noise in my other room. Dude, what? My chair, my paintings. Okay, no. I'm starting to think whatever was at those Randonaut locations followed me home.
Probably true. And whatever else wanted to join you in your home has entered as well, Matt.
Pretty sure my house is 100% haunted. People were telling me that me and my girlfriend didn't close the Ouija board properly in my last video, and that we basically invited spirits into my house. We did say goodbye to the board, but at this point we already had our hands off once, and apparently you can't take your hands off until the board says goodbye back to you. We tried to use the board again to see if we could properly close the session, but we weren't able to contact anyone, and the piece never moved. And then yesterday, this happened. Okay, something just knocked over my chair again. I'm honestly getting sick and tired. What? Hello? Is there anybody here? If you're here, do something. No.
And from that night on, poltergeist activity started to unfold.
No. So the other day I was home alone and I walked downstairs to go to my room. When I got to the bottom of the stairs, I saw a shadow-like figure sitting in one of the chairs. The shadow disappeared pretty quick, but the chair was still rocking, so I took my phone out and started recording. Again, I was home alone. There was nobody else at the house, so what you hear at the end scared me enough that I stayed at a friend's house that night. I swear to God, I just saw someone sitting in this chair, and now it's rocking a little. Hello? Is anybody here? Oh my god. What do you want?
This clearly sounds like footsteps of a younger person running across the floor.
What do you want?
Maybe the same girl from the woods.
I've had a lot of people reach out to me and try and give me tips on how to deal with the ghost. And I just want to give a big thank you because some of the things are helping. I did sage my house, and when the ghost is present, I'm trying to be as fearless as I can and tell the ghost to get out. The past couple days, a lot less things are happening, which is good. Normally, like 10 or more things happen every day, so there's a lot that happens off camera. But this clip here is one of the 2 things that happened yesterday, and that number is way lower than it used to be. I was just chilling, and this light just knocked over, just randomly. Are you still here? Do something if you're still here. Get out of my house, please. You are not welcome here. Get out of my house. Get out.
So, in conclusion, Matt is now dealing with a mean haunting in his family's house, which could have all originated at the haunted location in the woods. Maybe a young spirit attached itself to him back then, and I don't think it was really wise to return to the scene. But what made it all worse was opening the gate to the other realm, which then has caused some poltergeist activity to unfold. And Sage might not have helped after all, even though he says it has gotten better.
I swear to God, I just saw someone sitting in this chair, and now it's rocking a little bit. Hello? Is anybody here?
Let's see how this case develops in the future.
What do you want?